Hello and welcome. I'm Saeed from StoryPlanet.net. Dive right into the essence of the most captivating books without reading them cover to cover. Whether you're on the go, at the gym, or just relaxing at home, we offer you a unique and enriching listening experience. Today, we are exploring the book Moral Tribes, a creation by Joshua Greene. Moral Tribes, 2013, explores how humans evolved to make moral choices in modern, complex societies. We navigate debates on a wide range of topics, from abortion to global warming, questioning the possibility of reaching consensus. The book provides insights on making moral decisions that serve the common good. Before we delve into these revelations, it's interesting to note that Joshua Greene, who studied philosophy at Harvard and Princeton universities, is now a professor of psychology at Harvard. He has worked as a neuroscientist, psychologist, and philosopher, with his research highlighted in the New York Times. With 6 key ideas to unveil, brace yourself for a deep dive into this captivating book. On StoryPlanet.net. To start, learn to make better decisions by considering your own morality in context. The text discusses the polarization of hot-button topics in politics and argues for a more considered debate to reach mutual understandings for the benefit of society. It highlights the evolutionary history of humanity influencing moral arguments and suggests efforts and awareness can lead to better outcomes. Key points include barriers to understanding, challenges in resolving clashes of morality, the concept of the prisoner's dilemma, and the influence of cognitive load on decision-making. Key idea number 1, cooperation between groups can be hindered by self-interest or differing moral values within each group. Humans have evolved to cooperate within groups, but struggle to cooperate between groups due to conflicts between self-interest and collective interest. The tragedy of the commons and tragedy of common-sense morality illustrate these challenges. An example is the clash between Danish journalists and Muslims over cartoons of Prophet Muhammad, highlighting how differing values can lead to conflict despite intentions of self-preservation. Key idea number 2, the prisoner's dilemma, is used to understand how moral principles work. The text describes the concept of the prisoner's dilemma, where individuals face a choice between cooperation and betrayal in a moral scenario. It explores how relationships, future consequences, and external forces can influence decision-making. Ultimately, it highlights the complex dynamics and ethical considerations involved in such situations, emphasizing the interplay of individual choices and external pressures within a moral framework like the prisoner's dilemma. Key idea number 3, utilitarianism prioritizes equal happiness for all but may neglect individuals' rights. Utilitarianism focuses on maximizing happiness in moral decisions by prioritizing overall well-being. It raises ethical dilemmas like the footbridge dilemma to illustrate its principles. However, critics argue it may overlook individual rights or lead to morally questionable outcomes, as seen in examples like slavery, where the majority's happiness outweighs the suffering of a minority. Utilitarianism highlights the importance of balancing overall happiness while respecting the rights of individuals in moral decision-making. Key idea number 4. Moral thinking can be automatic or manual. The text discusses how moral thinking can be compared to using a modern camera with automatic and manual modes. The study by researchers Shiv and Federikin in 1999 showed that individuals under higher cognitive load tend to make more intuitive and emotional decisions, often opting for immediate rewards like cake. This automatic mode is influenced by genes, experiences, and habits. In contrast, the manual mode involves reasoning and thinking, considering both short and long-term benefits. The experiment highlighted that manual thinking can guide individuals towards better choices. The key takeaway is that automatic thinking can lead to errors but simplifies decision-making, acting as a backup when manual thinking is overloaded. Key idea number 5. The level of personal connection affects who we choose to help. People are more likely to help others when they feel a personal connection or are physically closer to the situation. Empathy is influenced by both physical distance and personal connection. people are more inclined to help when they feel a strong personal connection or are physically present. This was demonstrated in an experiment and real-life scenarios where personal ties prompted more giving or action compared to distant connections. The case of a girl falling down a well in 1987 illustrates how personal connection can lead to more substantial support, even though the funds could have been utilized to help a larger number of people in need. Feelings of responsibility to help are often tied to personal connections or familiarity with the situation. Key idea number 6. Beliefs and values are typically supported by rights and duties, but a pragmatic perspective is more enlightening. The ongoing debate on abortion centers on pro-choice advocates supporting women's rights to decide on their bodies, while pro-lifers oppose abortion to protect life from conception. The question of when life begins is a key point of contention between the two sides. Utilitarianism offers a pragmatic approach to assess the impact of banning abortion on society. Issues like the potential increase in unsafe abortions and unwanted births, as well as the impact on societal happiness, are crucial in the discussion. The moral implications of banning abortions, societal consequences, and the happiness of individuals are key elements in the debate surrounding abortion. In conclusion, morality is shaped by evolution and culture, and careful moral reasoning is crucial in addressing complex issues. Individuals should confront their ignorance and encourage others to do the same, especially in contentious topics like global warming and healthcare. Feedback on content is encouraged. Consider reading Us vs. Them by Ian Bremmer for insights on how populist politicians sway unhappy citizens in various countries and how to address this trend. Thank you for listening to this summary. If you enjoyed this exploration, we invite you to discover other fascinating books on storyplanet.net. Don't wait any longer. A multitude of books, stories, and knowledge await you there. See you soon on storyplanet.net.